Good morning everyone, happy, is it the 15th today? I think it's the 15th. Happy 15th of October, happy Vlogtober. How are you all today? Hope you're all doing well. It's alright, I'm just trying to navigate the landscape. Hope you're all doing well, having a lovely day. I am finally out, oh good morning sheep. Finally out for a lovely walk. Got some sheep just here. I need to go over the stile other way there. They're not blocking the way, but hello. Oh yeah, I've come a different way today. Not been this way for a while. Takes you to the village over the hill essentially. As you can tell, it's rather hilly here, but it's nice to do a hilly walk. Hello. I am a curious thing, I understand. Look at these. Oh, they're far too cute. Far too cute. Anyway, let's get over this. There we go. I do really like this walk. I'm on a tiny little bridge at the minute. It is a very beautiful walk, and yeah, oh, it's just so nice. I've missed being out for a walk. Oh, we've got cows today. Hold on, let me turn you round. Good morning, everyone. I don't know if you can see them properly. There's one just there. If I zoom in here, here they are. Aren't they lovely? Oh, don't worry about me. I'm just here to admire. All right, just getting over the stile. Hang on. Oh, don't mind me, ladies. I'm just having a bit of a wander. Yeah. It's a nice walk this actually. Just kind of takes you, as I say, over the hill. Sorry, I realise you can't actually see me. You can see the lovely ladies. Yeah, it just takes you over the hill and to the next village that's at the top of another hill. So you kind of go down and then up and then obviously back. It's the reverse. Gosh, there's a lot of you and you've made a mess. Goodness me. Yeah, any walk you do here, you have to proper kit up for it, because if you don't, you're in trouble. So always the proper walking boots and you're good. Gosh, there's so many. Aren't they lovely? Very, very lucky where we live. Very lucky. There's usually cows in this field. There's usually sheep in the field I've just left. Yeah, they tend to mix it up a bit, but here's usually cows. Goodness me. I think I need to navigate this field first, because my boots are going to need a proper clean when I get back, for sure. Oh, hang on, let me show you this. How beautiful is this? Very, very blessed. It's gorgeous. So, so beautiful. Anyway, they're very curious today, the cows, but they're not curious in the sense of following me. They have done that before, which is always very nerve-wracking when they do that. they're generally fine, but if they have calves, don't go in the field, basically. Yeah, pretty chill today though, for sure, which is good. I don't think I'm going all the way to the village, the other side. Oh, there's more cows. How exciting. Yeah, I don't think I'm going all the way. Just wanted to get out and come a different way, so yeah. Let's talk about crafting, shall we? Crafting. What have I been up to? Not a lot. Not a lot. I have pulled out, that looks like a burn pile there. I have pulled out, what have I pulled out? My Catkins sweater, because I really want to sew in those ends, get it blocked, and have it actually finished. And it's kind of the same with my Belladon sweater, so those two I'd like to get some work in on today, on them today, something like that. Oh, Rob's just said, have a nice walk. Very kind of him. What else am I doing today? Oh, I'm working as well because my client came up trumps on Monday and he provided a lot of work. So I've got a lot to do when I get back. Oh, these look quite young. That one does anyway. I think I need to about turn in a moment. Yeah, that one does look quite young. So I'll pause here. Oh, beautiful day. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Look. Let me turn you around actually, because you can just about see the village that I am technically aiming for. So hold on. Right, I'm not sure if you can see it. It's just, get my finger in, here we go. It's about there. So you need to go, let me make it big again. You need to go across this field, down, and then up a really steep hill to get to the village just there and there. Yeah, it's a really nice village as well. But as I say, I think, especially this one, just here by the fence, looks a little bit young, so I think I am gonna about turn. But that's fine. I've done a nice little walk. The ladies are on the move. As long as they're not blocking my exit, we're all good. Else I'll have to walk down this track. I don't know where this track goes. It might go to the village at some point, but yeah, we're about to turn. Rather chilly in the house, you know. I am just about to make my lunch. I have finished work for the day. It is 12:30. I made really good progress on all the work that I had to do, so I'm really pleased. I do have my Catkins sweater here. This is my intention for the day. That and my Belladon sweater, I'm hoping. But first, I need to have some lunch. So I'm going to cook some stuff up. Yeah, I'm quite excited for lunch actually. And then I'm going to have a shower because I need a shower. I have cleaned my walking boots because they were a state by the time I got home, and I didn't really want to leave them as they were. So they're just sitting outside drying. I've done a little bit of sweeping, you will have seen that. I've had a really productive and lovely day, and it was just nice to get out in the fresh air and go for a walk. I was out for about an hour, so very good, really happy. So lunch, and then I'll do some knitting or sewing in ends, whatever tickles my fancy. I'll probably get sidetracked and do something else, but we shall see. I'll speak to you in a bit. Good afternoon, everyone. I am back for my final check-in of today, and I didn't think I had a lot to show you, but I actually do. It's not a lot in the sense of loads of progress, but I will show you what I've been working on today, which is actually 3 projects. But I have a couple of other things to show you and a couple of things to touch upon this afternoon. So we'll get stuck in, and the first thing is obviously the Catkins sweater. I did mention that I wanted to pick this up and sew in some ends. I don't know if you remember what it was like, but I've essentially sewn in a number of ends here. I did start on one of the sleeves as well because I got a bit bored with doing the, what is this and why, oh, I'm sitting on it. Right, okay. Oh, dearie me. But yes, I have sewn in some ends. Here is the proof. It's really not a lot, but it's a couple of ends at least. Every little helps, right? So I've sewn in a few. It's nowhere near being fully done. As you can see, it's still a lot to do, but I lose interest very, very quickly when sewing in ends. So yes, this is why I should sew them in as I'm working on a project. That would be the best solution going forward. But whether or not I will change my way of working, I don't know. But I didn't pick up the Belladon sweater. I had every intention to do so, but I got distracted by other things. One of which was this, which I'm still going to do a bit more work on, I think, this afternoon. So this is a bear that I'm making for my sister so that she can gift it to her friend. It's going to be a kung fu bear, so it's basically the body of the bear, and then she wants a kung fu outfit for it. So I really need to get a wiggle on with this because it's going to be, although it is for a birthday, we've agreed that Christmas is my deadline for this. So if I can get this done before December, that's going to be fantastic. So I am working on it just very slowly because it does hurt my hands after a little while. I am using a 7mm crochet hook with this, and it's chenille yarn, and I forget what the yarn is. I do apologise about that. The ball band is all the way over there, but it is just a chunky chenille and 7mm hook. I've never used chenille before. This is my first time. It's all right. I don't mind it. It's really soft. So that's the idea, really. So there you have it. There is a pattern, but I am kind of adapting it a little bit. I've given it a bit of a bigger tummy than the pattern that I'm using. So the pattern I'm using is out of this book, which is the Peter Rabbit Crochet Toys by Carla Mitrani. You all know I love Carla Mitrani's books. This is one of her newest ones. And I am following the pattern for Tom Kitten here. And as I say, I've just expanded his tummy a little bit. I've also made his legs a bit longer as well. Yeah, those are the only adaptations I've made so far. And obviously the yarn, because this is not DK cotton yarn. This is obviously chunky chenille, but should work the same, so that's good. Anyway, that is that one. What else have I been working on? I have also been working on the Potting Shed mitts. Is that right? Potting Shed, I keep calling them mitts, they're gloves. Potting Shed Fingerless gloves by Toft. As you know, I have already finished a pair of these, but I'm making 2 more pairs. I should probably make 3 more pairs actually. I could do with doing a pair for someone at work, but this is the other one that I'm working on in charcoal at the minute. You'll have to excuse all the white yarn. They're holding stitches for me at the minute, but as you can see, I'm currently working on the fingers, so that is coming along quite nicely. I'm rather pleased, and that is how much yarn I have got left of the first ball. I haven't got the other balls with me, but you do need 3 of these. Are they 25 grams, the Toft DK? I've forgotten already. Yes, so what the pattern says is you need 75 grams of Toft DK yarn. I mean, you could use any DK yarn, but 75 grams. And the reason they say 75 grams is because these balls are in 25 grams a piece. So you need 3 of them to be able to make the glove. And as you can see, I've only done 1 finger so far. Currently working on the second, so then there's 2 more fingers to do and a thumb, and that is how much I've got left out of the 25 gram ball. So not a lot left. It won't stretch to do the one whole glove. That is why you need 3 of them. But there we go, that is that. Also, I have some notes here because Becky, thank you for commenting. I knew one of you out there would know this. Yesterday I was trying to have a look through I thought I had this one. But I don't think sorry, I'm not talking to the camera. One moment. I do have this one. Hold on. I must have missed it yesterday. How did I miss this? Becky, you genius. You absolute genius. Okay, so I thought I had this one, but I just totally didn't see it when I was flicking through. Yes, there they are. Thank you, Becky, once again. So the Toft Fingerless, the Toft Potting Shed Fingerless gloves are also in this book, which is the Autumn 2023 Quarterly Magazine. If you have this, you will also have the pattern, so you don't need to buy a kit from Toft. I bought a kit from Toft because, was it when they had, I think it was when they had the patches, and whenever they do something with the patches, I have a list of things by my computer that I want to buy, and I bought this not realising I had the pattern in here. So yeah, silly me. But yes, it is also in this book if you have this book and you don't really fancy buying the PDF, but I've got both now, PDF and the book. Oh dearie me. But yes, thank you, Becky, for mentioning that. Right, what else have I got to show you today? Let me see. Yes, thank you once again, all of you, for the votes on which yarn to use for this pattern, which is the Coffee Date Shawl by Under the Olive Tree. Beautiful, beautiful shawl that uses 100 gram skein of yarn and a 20 gram mini, so a sock set. And I asked you all to vote on which sock set I should use, whether it be my Van Gogh Sunflowers by The Yarn Artist or Pink Lady by Beehive Yarns. Those were the options, and no drum roll needed, but this one is the winner. Pink Lady won. It was neck and neck for quite a while, and then this one came out on top. So there were 16 votes for Sunflowers by Van Gogh, and there were 22 votes for Pink Lady. So it will be Pink Lady that I will be using to make the Coffee Date shawl. So I'm really excited about that, and that also means I can pop it in the project bag because that is ready, and I will find another lovely pattern for using this sock set with. So if you know of any sock set shawls, let me know. Any patterns below, let me know. And any patterns below. Oh goodness, I am clearly running out of steam fast. If you know of any patterns that use 100 gram skein of yarn and a 20 gram mini, please let me know in the comments below. I am very much on the lookout for a beautiful pattern for this sock set as well. Now, one of you did say about what is it, the Mixed Media Shawl by Blue Fern Yarns. I did go on and have a look on Ravelry, and what a beautiful shawl that is. It uses both crochet and knitting, and it's an absolutely stunning shawl. However, it does use 220 grams of yarn. I didn't read too much into the pattern, so I don't know if it can be adapted to just use 100 gram skein and a 20 gram mini. I'm not sure, but from what I saw in the yarn recommendations, it was 2 100 gram skeins and a 20 gram mini. So unfortunately it wouldn't work for this kind of sock set. But what a beautiful shawl. I do recommend you checking it out. I have linked the pattern in the description below. Along with all patterns that I'm mentioning here, I will have them linked in the description. But I just wanted to mention that one because it is a beautiful shawl, and what a fantastic recommendation, especially if you do both. You are a knitter and a crocheter. I I'm quite tempted to do it myself, to be honest, but I need to get through my to-do list. But yes, I really wanted to mention that because thank you for mentioning it, Suzanne. It was such a beautiful shawl, and yeah, quite an interesting idea as well, using both stitches in one pattern. Really nice. Also, I did notice a comment asking where to get the Music Cow by Stephen West shawl pattern from. There are two places that I know of. The one I got it from was Ravelry, and I tend to lean more towards Ravelry because it's one website where I can have all of my patterns together, so I don't have to hunt around for them or check my emails to see when the pattern was emailed to me or so on and so forth. So I tend to go for Ravelry. You can find it on there. The other place is westknits.com, and that is Stephen's website, so you can buy the pattern from his website directly from there as well. I will have both linked below, and I hope that helps. Right, okay, the final thing that I have to show you today is the pattern that I mentioned to you yesterday. I have purchased it, and I have the yarn that I want to use to make it here as well. So the pattern is called the Baroque Nouveau. There it is. It is by Unwind Knitwear, Rachel Ilsley of Unwind Knitwear. She does these beautiful, beautiful colour works on her patterns, and I've not done an Unwind Knitwear's colour work sweater yet. This is Unwind Knitwear, Catkins Sweater by Unwind Knitwear. It is inside out. I am not doing it justice by showing it you like this. This is inside out. But after making this, I realised that actually, yeah, the fit of the way that Rachel designs her shawl, her sweaters, and the way they fit on me, I like them. So I'm happy to give this a go because obviously colour work, it's quite a commitment. Not that the Catkins sweater wasn't, because it was 24 20-gram minis. It was an advent sweater, so it took a lot. But yeah, this I'm ready for now. I'm quite excited. So this is the one I've chosen. And my idea is this colour work, I would like to use this yarn with. For those of you who have been with me for a while, you might recognise these colours. These are the beautiful Wednesday 13 Days of Halloween countdown box yarns from Beth at Beehive Yarns, and aren't they glorious? I have been searching for the perfect project to use these with, and there was a sweater that I was very set on. I can't remember the name of it. It was a stripy sweater, and I thought it would work quite nicely. However, because these do tend to fade into each other a little bit, I have since decided that doing a stripy sweater is perhaps not the way to go, because it's going to look not how I envision, if that makes sense. So I think what I would prefer to do is to use these as the colour work on this sweater. So I hope you can imagine that. So that colour work, where the goldy olivey colour is, will be in these. That's my plan. Now, the only other thing that I need to think about is what the main colour of the sweater will be, because although I have these, there are 13 20-gram minis here. It also came with this beautiful, beautiful colour. This is Nevermore Academy Gates. It's gorgeous, but it is very, very similar to some of the colours here, as you can see. So I don't think I can use this as the main colour. Plus I only have one, and I think I need two, if I remember correctly from reading the pattern. Let me just double check yardage, main colour. It tells me that I need, oh yeah, no, definitely not. I need at least 2, possibly 3 skeins of yarn for the body of the sweater. So I should be all right with this, because it says for the contrasting colour you need between 37 and 76 grams, and there are, quick math, 260, is that right? 260 grams here, so I've got more than enough for this as the colour work. I could even reverse it. How do I feel about that, actually? I'm just thinking I could have this. No, that's not going to work, because again, we're going to have the, or will we? Will we? Could I reverse it and have the fade as the main colour of the sweater, and then this as the contrast colour, so the colour work. Let me hold up the pattern again. Brainstorm with me, everybody. So could I have the body of the sweater, so this blue colour here, could that be the fade? I'll hold it up again. Could that be the fade? And then have the contrasting colour, this colour here, the colour work being that colour, because these darker colours are going to be either at the top or the bottom of the sweater. So the colour work should fall in amongst these. Oh, what do we think to that? Does that sound like a plan? I don't know. Does that sound like a plan? What do we think? Because I have just finished the Catkins sweater, so I've got an idea of how I could do it. And other than the colour work, oh, I'm getting excited now. What do we think? What do we think? Body of the sweater in the fade with the colour work being this colour, because then at least I'm keeping the set together. That could work, couldn't it? Possibly, possibly. Or will this colour get lost? Because some of these are quite dark. So if I hold this against these, do we reckon I could get away with that? I'm going to have to do some calculations, but I think that might be an option. What do we think? Because then I can use all of these. That's 100 grams. I have done the maths right, haven't I? 13 20-gram minis. That's 260 grams of yarn. How much do I need for the main colour? Yarn, grams. Yes, it's possible, everybody. Let me know below what you think to that idea, having the main colour being the fade and then having the colour work in the solid. What do we think? I feel like I need to draw this up just because I do not want to waste this yarn. I want the yarn to be used in the perfect project. Is that possible? Oh, it'd be a risk, wouldn't it? Oh, yes. Let me know what you think below. And oh, I'm excited. Either way, I would like to use that fade with this sweater, whether it's the fade is the body of the sweater or the colour work of the sweater. If it's the colour work of the sweater, I might dye up like a grey colour to be the main body of the sweater. So therefore, the part that sings is the colour work because it's the fade. Those are my two options. Colour work as the fade or the main body as the fade. And this is the colour work. Oh, exciting. I am getting excited. Anyway, right. I really wanted to show you that because obviously I mentioned it yesterday and then I completely glossed over it for the rest of the video. Right, what time is it? Oh my goodness, I'm going to have to leave that there because it's nearly 4:30. I need to edit this video and then I need to go and get Rob. I also wanted to fill up the car this morning, so I did the usual, going to my usual petrol station because it's on the way home, and pulled in, totally not seeing that the entire entrance is gated off because they're closed for refurbishment. So I need to find somewhere else to buy fuel because I really need fuel. Fun times. So yes, I need to leave a little bit earlier tonight so that I can fill up the car before I go and get Rob. And yeah, hopefully I can get this video out to you in good time. So thank you all so much for watching. I don't know, I was about to say I hope you're all having a fantastic day. I do hope you're all having a fantastic day, but I usually say that at the start of the video, so I don't know why that hit my head, but I really do hope you're having a great day. Thank you all so much for watching. It always means the absolute world to me. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. And oh, there's no video on tomorrow, so I look forward to seeing you on Friday.